Hello and welcome to the Flight Podcast. My name is Jacob Shanker.
And I'm Andrew Thomas. Today, the Washington Redskins have temporarily changed their name to the Washington Football Team. Jacob, tell me your thoughts on this name change because it's really funny. It's actually hilarious.
I mean, given it's temporary, which is fine. I mean, if this is what they actually would have changed their name to, this would have been sad, creative wise on their name. I mean, it's fine. Honestly, I think that they could have kept their name. I think it was fine, but I get why they did it, the whole racial and everything. But the Washington Football Team, it's like if I changed the New York Knicks to the New York basketball team,
Yeah,
the Los
exactly.
Angeles Dodgers to the Los Angeles baseball team. It's fine. It's fine for now. I don't know how long until they're gonna actually change it because the season's starting up in a month.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yes.
And I just think it's hilarious that they're going to call themselves the Washington Football Team forever. This will be a moment in history. That is absolutely hilarious.
Yeah, it is. As the NFL season is getting underway, the two teams that are leading the AFC are the Ravens and the Chiefs. Which team do you think is better, the Chiefs or the Ravens?
I'm very vocal about this. I think that the defending Super Bowl champions, the Chiefs, are better than the Ravens. And by far the Ravens defense is a lot better, but I think the fact that the Chiefs have Patrick Mahomes and that they came back by a 20-point deficit against the Texans and two 10-point deficits against the Texans, I just think that it's phenomenal, and I just think that as a regular season team, the Ravens are better, but in the playoffs, winning the Super Bowl, for me, it's the Chiefs.
Well, you also can't base everything off of one game. I know you like to base everything off of one game, like how in the last podcast we had when we were talking about who's better between Drew Brees or Aaron Rodgers, you were saying, oh, well, Drew Brees couldn't get
But
past the first round, but
in
Aaron
the
Rodgers,
playoffs,
hey, let me speak.
okay, I'm sorry.
Aaron Rodgers and how Aaron Rodgers got won two games, but this is first of all, this is Patrick Mahomes' third year, and this is only Lamar Jackson's second year, right? So far, they've had very similar seasons. I mean, Patrick Mahomes his rookie year didn't play. Lamar Jackson played very little. He didn't do as well, obviously. Second season, they both won MVP and they lost in the playoffs to teams that nobody thought they would lose to, and they were both Super Bowl titles. So, I mean, I really don't think that just because the Ravens lost, I mean, I don't Lamar Jackson doing bad and the Ravens losing that one game shouldn't mean how they are going to be in the next season.
Well, going back to what you said about it's only one game, but it's a playoff game, and in the NFL, one game is all it takes for you to mess up. Like the Patriots, when they went up against the Giants, when they were 16-0, they lost. They didn't have their perfect season. Nobody remembers. Well, that's not true, actually. They are not remembered as winners for that season, even though they were perfect. They lost to a 9-7 New York Giants team led by Eli Manning.
Yes, but then don't you think that when the Patriots lost to I'm sorry, when the Chiefs lost to the Patriots, I mean that was also a big game as well. The
Well, yeah,
Patriots could have easily made the Super Bowl, but they didn't. And that was also Patrick Mahomes' Super Bowl year, an incredible year, a 50 touchdown year, and he still lost.
But at the same time, that game went down to overtime, and the Patriots got the ball in overtime. And let's just say, if you get the ball in overtime first, you have a massive advantage. You can end the game right there.
I mean, yeah,
and that's what they did.
Off of every time that a team gets the ball, in overtime, then they're gonna win. But at the same time, it was still a playoff game, like you said. Even if, like you said, even if it was one game, they still lost that game, right?
Yeah, but it was a close. It was an overtime.
Okay. But
And I just want to say that right now, that was one of the best football games I watched. It was so entertaining.
that was a good game. All right, but we're also talking about the next season, right?
Yeah.
And the Chiefs, for the most part, they had extensions, but they didn't really sign that many big people in free agency or draft that really helped their team tremendously on offense.
Well, when you have Patrick Mahomes, then you don't really need too much help.
Well, they won the Super Bowl. They didn't really need
Yeah. Yeah.
to add that many people, right? I mean, they could
Yeah.
have helped on defense, but that's fine. But the Ravens added Calais Campbell, who is a great player, and people are forgetting that he's a great defensive tackle, and he's going.
People do also forget though, even though it's one player, it's just one player.
Okay, but
Like, people think like,
but that player is gonna help their defensive line in a great way. Even
well, yeah,
if the Ravens defense, which is probably top three, arguable,
yeah,
the top three best defense in the league.
but again,
The Chiefs
it's
are
Patrick Mahomes. Again, Patrick Mahomes.
okay, but you can't use that as a basis saying
Let's
Don't
but
get
at
me
the same,
wrong.
but
No, don't get me wrong. He's an unbelievable player. He's
yeah,
done
he's the
incredible
best.
things. That Texans and Chiefs game in this playoff is probably one of the best games I've ever seen in my life. Coming back, that was incredible what he did.
All
But
right, I have a question for you.
yes.
What's better, the 49ers defense this year or last year when they lost to the Chiefs, or the Ravens defense this year?
Well, the Chiefs. I'm sorry. The 49ers. 49ers.
Okay, how much of a difference is there in the greatness of the defense?
Not a very huge difference. I mean,
exactly. If the 49ers had a better defense, in your opinion, Patrick Mahomes beat that defense in the Super Bowl. He can do it again with the Ravens.
Okay, but like I said, Calais Campbell, who's an incredible player, and the Ravens now have him, who's going to destroy Patrick Mahomes.
But he's not going to destroy
help.
Patrick
It's
Mahomes.
going to help their rushing defense an incredible amount. Even if they're not really a rushing team, Damon Williams, who did incredible in the Super Bowl last year, he's not going to get anything. They're playing in week 3. He's not going to get anything against them. I'm telling you. But let's move into – I want to move into the stats to show why I think that they're better. So let's look at offense. I mean, skill-wise, with each player, yeah, the Chiefs have better. They have a better quarterback. They have a better wide receiver core, and they have a better tight end with Travis Kelce.
Well, when you're talking about quarterbacks, they don't have much of a better quarterback. Like, Patrick Mahomes is the best, but Lamar Jackson is not far off. Lamar Jackson is number 2.
Okay, exactly.
Or, no, number 3.
So you're contradicting your argument from before, saying how
number 3. I made a mistake. I said number 3. Did you not hear me when I said number 3, not number 2?
Okay, you're just crazy with thinking that Russell Wilson is better than Lamar Jackson. But even if, still, okay. I'm gonna continue. Okay, on offense, the Ravens were better than the Chiefs in total yardage, points per game, points, first downs, red zone completion, and rushing yards.
Okay, but
yeah, the only thing that the Chiefs beat them in was passing, third down completion, which is by 0.5%, and yards per play, which is only by 0.1.
And don't forget they actually beat the Ravens that season.
Okay, but this is also going into another season. You're going into
the stats of last season. And you're talking about this season, but you're going into the stats of last season.
Yeah, the Chiefs have been okay. The Chiefs
won last season.
Yes, but the Ravens did a lot better than that on their offense. I mean, yet they did better stats-wise offensively. They didn't add that much to their offense. I mean, players are going to come back from injury, but most of the same. Their offense is going to stay the same. So it's going to be more or less the same next season, their offensive stats. And defensive, the Ravens completely destroy the Chiefs. They're better and they have less points allowed. less yardage allowed, less yards per play, less first downs allowed, and less third down completion percentage, and less red zone completion percentage. All of those things, the Ravens defense completely destroy the Chiefs in. And now that they have Calais Campbell to help them with their defense is going to make them even better than the Chiefs.
Okay. But I can keep saying this on and on and on again. It's Patrick Mahomes. Literally, he has the potential to be the greatest of all time in football.
Okay, but that's like us saying, okay, Tom Brady is going to lead the Bucs to the Super Bowl and win it because he's Tom Brady. He's the GOAT.
Oh, come on. Oh, no. That is such a.
Yeah, but you can't just.
That is such BS.
No, I know. I'm just joking. But you can't just base a thing like, oh, he's Patrick Mahomes. He's gonna do it. Like he's done it before. That doesn't mean that he's gonna do it again and again. You know what I mean?
He has that potential, and he probably will do it again. It's not like Patrick Mahomes is getting any worse. He's 23, 24, and
okay, but this game isn't just a one-man game. It's a
exactly. He has Travis Kelce. He has Tyreek Hill.
Okay.
Tyreek Hill's the fastest player in the NFL, and Travis Kelce is a phenomenal tight end.
You're not wrong about Tyreek Hill being the fastest and Travis Kelce being a phenomenal tight end, but at the same time, the Ravens defense is unbelievable.
Yes.
Earl Thomas, Calais Campbell now, and just everybody on their team on their defense is just so good.
Are you saying that it's more? Are you saying that the defense of the Ravens is more impressive than the Chiefs' offense?
No, I think they're very okay. It's known the Chiefs have a better offense. The Ravens have a better defense.
But yes, but who's going to be?
But listen, at the same time, the Ravens' offense is not far off from the Chiefs. The Chiefs' defense is not even closely compared.
But Jacob, when you're in a football game, it's not defense on defense; it's defense on offense. How much better is the Chiefs' offense going to be than the Ravens' defense? Like, is the offense going to outperform the defense? Probably.
Well, we don't know that. We can't assume that, right?
No, you can't. Just like you can't assume. So, but yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna keep saying it again. Calais Campbell will sack Patrick Mahomes. I'm just saying it. Their offensive line is fine, not great. It's fine, and their Calais Campbell will walk all over them, and he will sack Patrick Mahomes.
All right, buddy. We'll see about that in the regular season and the postseason if they do match up in the postseason, which I'm anticipating they will. I think they're phenomenal teams, and I think
mostly. I mean,
I think they're going to make the conference championship.
Yeah, I mean, looking at the schedule, I think we can both agree that they're more or less going to have very very similar seasons. I mean, I predict them to go either like 13-3, 14-2. Either one, but they're going to be very similar. But they're most likely going to get the first and second seed.
Yeah, probably.
Can you agree with that at least?
I do agree with you. I think that they're probably They're probably the two best teams going into next season.
Yeah. All right, I have a question for you.
Yes, sir.
Since Patrick Mahomes got that insane contract, do you think that Lamar Jackson deserves a contract? Not like it doesn't have to be exactly like that, or a contract that's of the same standard?
No, he hasn't won yet. When he wins, then maybe he'll be deserved. But he's definitely not worth $500 million.
No, not $500 million. But do you think he's worth an elite contract that's...
He's worth an elite contract, of course. He was the MVP. He carried them to... Well, he didn't carry them. He got them into 14-2. And to be honest, if he had a good postseason, then yeah, he deserves more. But he's just not. He didn't do great in the postseason. He had 2 touchdowns and 2 interceptions. And no matter how many times you argue with me, if you have the same amount of interceptions as you do touchdowns, That is not a good game, in my opinion. I know that you differ.
You mean like the playoffs game against the with the Ravens against Titans?
Yep.
That game? Okay, but he also had 350 touchdowns. But
He had 350 touchdowns.
I'm sorry, 350 yards. I'm sorry, 350 yards. It was over. I think it was over 200 yards passing and roughly 150 yards rushing,
Yeah.
which is still incredible. But I mean, we'll see how this plays out. I mean, even if
Yeah.
I still think that although Lamar Jackson and Patrick Mahomes, their playing style is not the same.
They're very different.
They're same.
Mahomes is more throwing. Lamar Jackson's more rushing.
Yeah, but I still think that how their careers have been playing out, it's been very similar. They've rookie year. I mean, that was just like nothing really. I mean, Lamar Jackson actually played in the playoffs, but they both won MVP second year, got out to a team that nobody thought they would lose to, and Patrick Mahomes won his third year. So we'll see if Lamar Jackson can do the same thing and win that Super Bowl.
Yeah.
All right, that's all for today. Thanks for listening, everyone.
Feel free to comment down below who you think the better team is.
All right, see you guys next time.